Heidi here. You might recognize me from the Wellness Center at the Dow branch for the Lacrosse YMCA. Just wanted to say hi, check in, and maybe give you a couple tips, reminders of things that you can work on while you're at home. Sometimes when you're not in the same space, you can forget some things that you can work on. So today, wanted to start off with the basics. Basics is always good in terms of balance. I think in our lives today, we need balance in whatever means possible. So if we can work a little bit on our own balance physically, that would be a great thing. So just starting off a little bit, notice I got myself by a ledge, something to hold on to. Could be a countertop, could be a dresser, something that I could hold on if I need to start. And you might start with a full hand on there, you might start with a couple fingers, then you might drift off and not need it at all. So that's there for options if you need it. But before we get started, let's go ahead and just ground ourselves into the ground. Think about that engagement throughout our entire body. So starting with our feet, if it's comfortable, try to have your feet hip width apart, toes are pointing forward. If that's not comfortable, feel free to turn them out a little bit, that's okay. So starting with our nice square anchor into that ground. And from there, we're gonna go ahead and just think about your leg engagement here. So toes, we're gonna go ahead and kind of grab the floor and dig in a little bit if you can. And then notice as you do that, your heels are engaged to the floor, your arches of your feet might lift up a little bit, and you can feel your shoe or the ground with the inside and the outsides of your feet. And as you're doing that, you're engaging those muscles. Notice how your quads are tightening up, kneecaps are lifting up a little bit more. We've got our hamstrings and our glutes are engaged, and then it comes up into our abdominal muscles as well. So you can think about bringing your belly button in towards your spine. Hips are level and our shoulders are level as we pull our shoulders down and back. So we have that nice, strong, tall stance. So that's starting off, and good work can be done there, just holding that stance. But like I mentioned, we'll work a little bit on balance, so nice and easy. Don't need any equipment for this one, but we'll start by balancing on our left leg first, so we'll work on lifting that right. So as we're doing that, go ahead and make the switch mentally and physically with putting your weight into that left leg a little bit more. And then as we do that, go ahead and we can start. Starting off, easiest is going to be, I'm just going to move away from there a little bit. It's going to be lifting that right toe, keeping it on the floor, but lifting that heel a little bit. So more of our weight is all on that left leg. A little bit more challenging might be lifting that leg off completely, wherever you want to hold it. Think about that posture. And then a little bit more challenging might be lifting that knee up nice and high. If you're doing that, go ahead and pull your toes up to your shin to engage muscles in our leg a little bit more. So this is a little bit harder. And then from here, we go ahead, if you're doing well, adding a little bit movement. So might be bringing that leg down, keeping the knee bent, and then lifting it back up. So with that, your normal strength stuff, you could do maybe 5-10 reps of that, moving that leg up, moving it down. So lots of versions there. As we're doing this, really working on maintaining our hips and our shoulders square, keeping everything open. I didn't mention it yet, but we want to make sure that we're breathing. So nice airflow, inhale, exhale. You might notice that your left leg is working quite a bit to stabilize. That's good. All right, take a little bit of a break. Again, starting off, 10 seconds might be a great start for you. Building that on up is a great thing to work on, just holding it for more time, maybe adding a little bit of movement. I do caution in adding movement, making sure that you're in control and that you're not just letting that movement kind of take over your body. That makes sense. So what we do to one side, we gotta go over and do to the other. So on this one, I'm gonna be balancing on my right leg. So starting off, squaring myself, setting my weight, ground down with both legs first, and then make that switch, putting the weight into my right leg. And then again, starting left leg, balancing on that toe a little bit, lifting the heel. From there, you can go ahead, work on lifting that foot off the ground a little bit more. And then again, from there, lifting it up. If you're lifting the knee up nice and high, go ahead and pull those toes up there. Make sure you're breathing as you do this. Nice breaths. Try to relax. And then again, we can add movement with control up next if you'd like. So lots of options there as we work on that balance. So just one way to kind of start tackling, working on that balance Reminder to do some of that balance work, of course, as well. All right, if you've got questions, want to say hi, feel free to type away. Love to hear from you. Pictures of you balancing would be great. Hope everyone is doing well, and we are looking forward to seeing you in our facility sometime soon. But in the meantime, we can use our online platforms. All right, take care, everyone.